Hear ye, 6 o'clock, therefore, Village of Terrace Park Council meeting of June the 24th, 2025 is called to order. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to
the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Jaski,
Here.
Ingebrigtsen, Lehman, Linda. Here.
This robust agenda is the approval of the meeting minutes from June 10, geez Louise. Has everyone had a chance to review? Any suggestions, corrections, and or deletions? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I will sign these, and they'll go in the official annals of the Village of Terrace Park.
That's my job.
Are there any residents that would like to address council? If so, please come to the podium, give us your name, your address, and tell us what it is you want us to hear. Seeing none, before we get to the reports of village officials, Mrs. Ingebrigtsen, should we advance something here on the agenda?
Yes, please.
Let's do it.
Okay. I would like to introduce and advance to the third reading resolution number 6-4, 2025, consent of council to the appointment by the mayor of Natalie Quinn, Alexis Hurley, and Caitlin Ruley to the Volunteer Emergency Medical Services Department of the Village of Terrace Park.
Second.
Jaski.
Aye.
Ingebrigtsen.
Aye.
LeMay. Lindell.
Aye.
Sharp.
Aye.
I move to adopt the resolution as an emergency.
Second?
Jaski.
Aye.
Ingebrigtsen.
Aye.
LeMay. Lindell.
Aye.
Sharp.
Aye.
With this pen, I deem it official. Who wants to get sworn in first? All right, Natalie. Would you please raise your right hand and repeat after me? I, Natalie Quinn,
I, Natalie Quinn,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
will discharge the duties
will discharge the duties
of emergency medical technician
of emergency medical technician
for the Village of Terrace Park, Ohio.
for the Village of Terrace Park, Ohio.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Here you go, sign this, and I hope to never see you at my house.
Okay.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, who's next after this? Let's go, Alexis Hurley. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Alexis Hurley,
I, Alexis Hurley,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
will discharge the duties
will discharge the duties
of emergency medical technician
of emergency medical technician
for the Village of Terrace Park, Ohio.
for the Village of Terrace Park, Ohio.
Thank you for your service. Appreciate it very much. Thank you. And last but not least, Caitlin. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Caitlin Woolley,
I, Caitlin Ruley,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
will discharge the duties
will discharge the duties
of emergency medical technician
of emergency medical technician
for the Village of Terrace Park, Ohio.
for the Village of Terrace Park, Ohio.
Thank you very much. Here you go. Can you sign this real quick? Acknowledging that you have taken this strenuous oath. Thank you. When this place is cold as an icebox and we're hanging meat in here, most people don't stick around. I can't imagine you want to stick around right now. So feel free to go on, and you will insult no one. Though you will be missed.
I go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks for your service. I hope you
Congratulations.
feel better.
Thank you. That'll be good in a couple days.
Thank you.
Reports of village officials, it's warm. I will keep it short and succinct as I had promised. We are watching intently this inside millage nonsense that they're playing games with up in Columbus. Jerry was kind enough to forward to me the Ohio Municipal League sort of survey that I think we participated in. Jeff, thank you very much. And it was a resounding, if you do this, it will hurt us greatly. I've spoken to our state senator, our state representative. I've spoken with the Ohio Municipal League's chief lobbyist at Albrecht. I've spoken and left messages with the chairman of the Ways and Means Committee, who didn't see fit to give me a call back. I appreciate that very much, government at its finest. And I've left message for other people telling them how devastating this would be. And I just told them we are a poster child of exactly how this would apply to good fiscally conservative governments who do not have an income and earnings tax, but it will have the opposite effect of causing us to maybe have to strongly, not guaranteed, strongly think about one if they want to cut 12% of our budget over year. I'll give you my cell phone if you want. Please call me, and I will tell you why it's a bad idea. Don't really know where things stand, but I intend to follow up here soon. Anybody have any more recent update on that?
Thank you for doing that.
Well, yeah, I understand why people get frustrated with government. I really, really do, and it's what it is. And I know we have a meeting coming up. I appreciate everyone's flexibility on trying to get some things done before the heat of the summer arrives. I think we're a little bit late on that one, but we got some important work to do. So I appreciate that. Chief Fiscal Officer, Mrs. Lyons.
No report. Thank you.
We don't have a lawyer tonight, but I think he probably would say no report. Chief Clerk of Council, Mrs. Lyons.
No report. Thank you.
Chief Maggard always has great information.
Very short and sweet tonight. You've seen 3 of our 8 new recruits. I'm happy to say everybody passed. 100% pass rate again this year. So thank the instructors. Cincinnati State, once again came through. And we have some great people, had a great class this time. So looking forward to getting them all out on the road. That's the end of my report.
I appreciate, thank you for your continued efforts in volunteering here within our village. Chief Hefner on the fire
I would
department.
just say also recruiting for January starts now.
I never knew it stopped.
Thank you, Mayor. I've just got 3 quick things to keep it short. We received our helmets that we've ordered, so those are coming in, and we're slowly getting them outfitted and inventoried so we can put them in service here very soon. So that's a huge improvement. We're excited about that. We have had 3 runs since our last council meeting, so 2 storm-related runs and then a mutual aid run into Milford. And then earlier today, I had a meeting with the fire chiefs of all of our mutual aid partners, just discussing our live burn training schedule for next year and how well it's been working and our goals that we're trying to reach as a group, training together. And so that was a really good meeting today. So that's all I've got.
Chief, I appreciate it as always. Speaking of chiefs, Police Chief and Village Administrator Jerry Hayhow.
Thank you, sir. I want to report that the officer that we swore in last month has decided that this isn't the kind of career that he wants. So he has resigned. So he lasted 3 weeks. Unfortunately, our head maintenance guy, Dave, is on vacation, and on the first day, he broke his foot. So I'm not sure how long he's going to be off of work, but he's going to keep me in the loop, and I'll do the same for you folks also. So we're down to 2 guys, and we're going to make it work. So
Do we need to look on that, in that front, do we need to look at, options to try to make sure that we kind of keep up with things, or?
I will make sure that that occurs. If I see something that's a problem, then absolutely I'll come to you. But at this point, especially this particular time of the year, it's not leaf season, it's not snow removal. The festivities are over basically for Memorial Day, so I feel pretty good that the guys, can do it.
At this rate, the grass will be dead in about a week, so.
Yeah, right. We'll cut it once. We're going to cut it tomorrow morning out of 50, and we probably won't have to do it again for the rest of the year. So, the only other thing is that it appears that the new stormwater pipe that we put across Robinwood is worked. So I'm taking bids right now from a couple of vendors to fill in the sinkhole that we have. But it hasn't moved since we put that new pipe in. So that's the end of my report.
I appreciate it. One thing to note, I did receive a couple of inquiries of people asking what all the construction is going on the streets as recent as yesterday evening. You know, again, Duke is replacing all the gas lines. It is not a village project. We're not expanding or widening the streets or doing anything like that. And I think things are going smoothly. You know, a project like that is never perfect. It's dirty, it's a bit intrusive, but I know Jerry said they have been nothing but wonderful partners to work with.
Absolutely. I was with them today. I mean, I try and reach out to them every day just to make sure that we're on board. Because they took down one of the no parking signs over by the ball diamonds, by the school ball diamonds, and, you know, I wanted to make sure that that was replaced. They put in, and that was at Duke's request, it's a limestone that is very hard, looks like concrete. So it does look like it's widened the road a little bit. Excuse me, but I can assure you that the law hasn't changed. You know, it says no parking for a reason. Council wanted that many years ago, and it's still in effect, so,
It does look inviting, like a parking pad, right? So I'm sure,
you know, right, and like I said, low education, and we've already invoiced one for lack of education already, so it works out.
yeah,
But, yeah, that hasn't changed down by the school, so.
great.
And if people need more information, they can always look at the website. It's all
I heard that's a
there.
very good, I heard that's a very valuable source of information.
It is, it's all there.
Perfect. Anything else? You good?
That's it, I'm correct.
Members of council outside their committees. Hearing none, planning and zoning, John Gasky.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor. Thank you. Just one quick note. We received some additional language for looking at some of coding regulations and zoning amendments regarding the sales of medical and recreational use marijuana. There's a public commission meeting on August 5th at 5:45 before our council meeting. The planning commission will get together and discuss and share that with the public. So that'll be an opportunity to answer questions and discuss the amendments. And that is the end of my report.
You're biting your tongue.
No, it's exactly right. And we'll have a resolution for council on August 1st, but it'll be for a first reading.
Yep.
At least one of those is just simply just making it, really implementing something that already exists.
Right.
As it relates to the exclusion of marijuana sales, cultivation, all that stuff in the zoning code. So more to come on that. It'd be exciting. Anything else, Mr. Gasky?
No, sir.
Mr. Lemay, Finance.
Thank you, Mayor. I have three resolutions tonight. The first one, we just completed our public hearing on the 2026 budget. The budget's been available in the village office for at least 60 days now. There have been some minor changes to it, but largely intact. And I'd like to complete the third reading tonight. Any questions? No? Okay, good. For a third reading, I'd like to reintroduce Resolution 5-1-2025, a resolution approving the 2026 annual tax budget for the Village of Terrace Park.
Second?
Gasky.
Aye.
Ingebrigtsen.
Aye.
Lemay. Lindell.
Aye.
Sharp.
Aye.
Great. Thank you, Jerry and Katie, for your work here.
Thanks for all of you for working on this. People should sleep very well at night knowing that.
The second one is, this should look familiar. In March, we request a certification for the county on a 5.25 mil levy. We made some changes, and we're gonna now request the county to assess and certify a 5.75 mil levy, so plus half a mil. We're doing so because we had some increases in our budget for 2026. And as the mayor mentioned, there's some outside risk here with some of our inside millage as the state of Ohio looks to that. So I want to make sure that we have enough revenue in 2026 and beyond. So we're asking the county to recertify a 5.75 mil levy proposal. Okay? Good. I'd like to introduce in advance the third reading, Resolution 6-2-2025, requesting the Hamilton County Auditor to certify the calculation of revenue generated by the replacement and increase of the Village of Terrace Park existing 2.8 mil current operating levy with a levy of 5.75 mils.
Second.
Gasky.
Aye.
Ingebrigtsen.
Aye.
Lemay. Lindell.
Aye.
Sharp.
Aye.
I move to adopt the resolution as an emergency.
Second.
Gasky.
Aye.
Ingebrigtsen.
Aye.
Lemay. Lindell.
Aye.
Sharp.
Aye.
I will not be here for the July meeting, but John is going to, assuming success here, John is going to read the resolution, putting it on the ballot.
And we will have the requisite number of
We need to make sure, we-
people here for it, I assume.
Everybody, yes.
But Jeff,
it's a no miss.
yep. Well, we're just rooting on the county now to
Turn it around by
turn it
July
around,
2nd.
so. Appreciate all the hard work by everybody on that. That was a little bit of a curveball, but what's great about being a small, nimble government is you can be nimble.
It's smart. So Katie, stay on them.
They know it's coming.
Okay. And the last one, introduced in advance of third reading, Resolution 6-3. We have a mutual aid service with Miami Township, and I understand their billing of us has been infrequent or inaccurate or missing. Therefore, we did not budget for enough for 2025 budget. They recently gave us a bill for $15,000, Jerry, is that?
A little, 15-1, yeah.
Yeah, so we did not have that in the budget. Jerry has pulled money from our, if you recall, a couple of years ago, we started getting reimbursement from insurance companies for EMS runs. So we're gonna take money from that budget, cover half of this, and Jerry's got money in the general fund to cover the rest of it, so. We're gonna pull money from other places to cover the surprise bill, and I understand going forward, we're gonna make sure this is in the budget at some degree of accuracy next year.
The EMS had the other portion of that in their contract still that wasn't spent.
Yes, you're gonna look at,
So we took that and took the Medi-Account money
yeah, good.
to make the payment.
Okay, any questions? No? Okay. This is just a change to the 2025 budget, so I'd like to introduce in advance of third reading Resolution 6-3, 2025, to empower the Chief Fiscal Officer to revise the 2025 appropriation budget.
Second.
Gasky.
Aye.
Ingebrigtsen.
Aye.
Lemay. Lindell.
Aye.
Sharp.
Aye.
I move to adopt the resolution as an emergency.
Second?
Gasky.
Aye.
Ingebrigtsen.
Aye.
Lemay. Lindell.
Aye.
Sharp.
Aye.
One more comment here. Assuming success on July and we get this passed, and we do have a ballot issue in November, we will have some information in the September and October village views. I've also ordered more yard signs. So I'd like, if possible, John and George, anybody on fire and EMS, also to have a yard sign in their yard. And we'll also, I'd like to have a town hall in September and October following council meeting. Hopefully get better turnout than we do for our budget meetings. But I'd like to have the opportunity to stand in front of the village and explain why we're putting this tax increase on there in November. And if anybody has any other ideas on awareness, then you know, I'm happy to engage in, incorporate that. So thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, end of my report.
Appreciate it. Buildings and Grounds, Mrs. Sharp.
No report tonight, Mayor.
Rules and Law, Mrs. Lehman is absent. Does anybody have anything on her behalf?
Do not.
No. Public Works, Mr. Lindell.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. No report.
Public Safety, Mrs. Ingebrigtsen. Anything in addition to the wonderful news that we had earlier that we have 3 new volunteers?
Nothing further, Mayor, thank you.
All right, I'm starting to sweat. How about continued business? Any new business? Motion to adjourn to cooler spaces? All in favor, say aye.
Motion to adjourn.
It was moved, it was seconded, we're out of here.